Hey everyone, what's up? So this is my Garrison Regiment themed PCB badge from Attack on Titan. The goal for making this PCB badge was simple. I wanted to make some kind of AOT inspired project that I could keep in my project collection. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I built this PCB badge in few easy steps. So let's get started. To prepare this Garrison badge, I first have to find a black and white image of the Garrison emblem and then convert it from any format into BMP. As my OrCAD PCB suite only import images in BMP format into PCB editor. My plan was to add LEDs to illuminate this rose pattern from the back side by soldering LEDs in an inverted position so their glow will be visible from the top side. I did this same exact trick with my previous two AOT badges that you can check out from here. I added total of 15 LEDs in this PCB, and to drive these LEDs I have added an AO3400 N-channel MOSFET which is then controlled by an ATtiny13A. After finalizing the PCB, I send its Gerber data to PCBWay for samples. I receive PCBs in a week. I choose red solder mask for this project. This was my first time getting red solder mask from PCBWay and the PCB quality was just great. I've been using their service for a while now and I have to say, it's pretty decent for getting started. Check out PCBWay for getting great PCB service for less cost. As for the assembly, the first step is to add solder paste to each component pad one by one. To apply solder paste, I am using a solder paste dispensing needle with the white syringe, and the solder paste I am using is a regular solder paste consisting of 63% tin and 37% lead. After carefully applying the solder paste, we move on to the next step, which is to add components to their assigned location. I use an ESD tweezer to place each component in its place. After this, I carefully lifted the whole circuit board and then place it on my DIY SMT hot plate. The hot plate heats this PCB from below up to the solder paste melting temperature. As soon as the PCB reaches that temperature, solder paste melts and all the components get soldered to their pads. After the reflowing of the PCB, we have to add LEDs to this board manually. We have to add LEDs in an oriented position, which means that we have to turn the LED 180 degrees and then solder it on the provided pads one by one with a soldering iron. For soldering each LED, I first added solder to one side. Then we pick and place the LED in its place and melt the solder we just placed, and it will hold the LED in its place from one side. Then we add solder to the other pad and this will secure the LEDs from both sides and the LED will be completely held down on its pad. Now we soldered the rest of LEDs one by following this same method. Precaution here is not to overheat the LED or it will melt. Just be quick and use a lower temperature like 280 degrees to melt the solder wire. After soldering all the LEDs, we test their continuity with a multimeter set on the diode checking mode. We place the probe of multimeter on the anode and the cathode of any LEDs. Because all the LEDs are connected in parallel, all the LEDs should glow. If any LED is not glowing, this means that there is a connection error. Correct that error and move on to the next step, which is the THT component placement. We add the remaining THT components, which are coin cell holder and a slide switch with a soldering iron. And that is pretty much the assembly process. This is the code that I am using in this project. It's a fade sketch that fades D0 of ATtiny13 from the least value to the max value, which is 0 to 255. We cannot directly program ATtiny13 through any USB. I mean, there's a method for programming the ATtiny straight from USB port, but I'm not doing that. Instead, I'll be using the ISP flashing method, which will utilize the SPI pins of ATtiny13A. to burn the bootloader in it and then flash it. I've made a detailed video about this programming ATtiny MCU setup which you can check out from here. After flashing the sketch into the ATtiny, this will be the result. This is the result of this build. A wearable PCB badge themed after Garrison Regiment from Attack on Titan. I previously have made 2 more PCB badges from the same show, which is Attack on Titan. These 2 badges work similarly to this one. This is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, then do not forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll be back with another project soon. Happy holidays!